What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shuggy from Shook Earth Media, and today we're doing a quick review of the new movie Evil Dead Rises. This is a new horror film in the Evil Dead series, of course created by Sam Raimi. I'm a big fan of the first couple films because they were kind of low-budget horror, but over the top, and some of that comedy horror combination that you love to see. And I thought that those movies very memorable and a lot of fun. This movie's a significantly different tone. It feels like kind of a reboot, and it takes away all the campiness and all the comedy, other than a couple jokes sprinkled in throughout the film. But for the most part, it's very serious horror film filled with gore. This is a very stressful movie, one of the most stressful movies I've seen in a long time. It kind of surrounds a family. There's a mother and two daughters, and her sister comes back because she was touring with a band. She's a technician, and she comes back into town, into this old condemned apartment building that is set to be destroyed. And there's the two kids, there's an earthquake, and underneath the apartment building they find a vault with the Book of the Dead, of course, which is the central theme of the Evil Dead series, and chaos ensues. Basically, a demon ends up getting summoned, and all of that. So the family dynamic is key to the movie, and it's very stressful because it's all about putting the kids in danger. So if that kind of thing is triggering to you, do not watch it. Violence very over the top, and all of the tropes of kind of demon possession stuff is in this movie, but it feels new and fresh because of how great the camera work is and how amazing the acting is. And the demons in this movie are very evil. They're very good at getting inside people's heads, and I think this movie really sets up early on in the film all these little things that show the inner demons of each of the characters, so that the demons can then bring that side out of them.
Mom? Mommy's with the maggots now.
So it's definitely a stressful movie, and it starts small and then really builds over time. There's a little teaser scene at the end that doesn't come back, or at the beginning rather, that doesn't come back until the end. And that's one part of the movie. It definitely sets the tone right at the beginning, but I could have done without that, and you could have just had the part in the middle, but it's such a small scene, it's almost not worth really complaining about. But there's a lot of little bit characters, and they do a great job of setting up things very quickly. It's very efficient at the beginning at creating all the characters, creating this world that you're in, this apartment building where you spend most of the movie, and then using every little thing that they set up very well. Camera's extremely expressive, some really great shots, a lot of camera moves that are very creative. The camera will shift with the action that's going on, and there's some shots looking through a peephole, and it's a wide angle lens. It's very expressive camera work and lighting as well. The lighting is very, very precise in this. They only show you what they need to show you in that given moment, and they keep as much of it as possible in shadows and in darkness and in mystery. So this is also a movie with great sound design, very immersive, surrounding. You got to see this in the theater with an audience. That's the best way to see this movie. And especially just because of the sound system, it really feels like the evil demon voices are all around you. They do a great job with that. The score, very good at keeping that stress level up. And if you're into seeing gore at all, this movie, very over the top, lots of blood, buckets upon buckets of the stuff. And I gotta wonder if these kids have their therapy bills paid for, because it's very traumatizing for little kids. I hope they made it fun to shoot behind the scenes, but man, the final product is definitely terrifying, and it all builds to a really great, satisfying climax that kind of harkens back to some moments in the Evil Dead series thus far. I'm not going to spoil anything here, but just suffice it to say, if you're a fan of the original, there's little bits here and there. I think some fans who might go in expecting the campiness of the original films might be a little bit disappointed. Maybe if it was its own movie, people would not judge it for that. But as a fan myself, I love this for what it is. I think it's perfect the way it is. I love this movie. It's one of the best horror films I've seen in a long time, and definitely really a strong cast that makes you care about the movie very quickly because of the family dynamic and the troubles that these people are going through. And then they go through even more suffering and troubles as the movie goes, and it has a satisfying ending that maybe leaves it open for more down the line. I don't know. Either way, if you're a Sam Raimi fan, it almost feels like it's directed by Sam Raimi, even though it isn't. It's produced by him, but somebody else is involved with it. Bruce Campbell has a little bit of a cameo involving some audio recordings that are found. But other than that, you know, it's definitely its own entity, and I think it stands on its own as a great film in its own right. So I highly recommend this movie, one of the best horror movies I've seen in a while. And with that, it's been your boy Shuggy. If you want to see more reviews like this, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your opinion. And with that, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.